Yeah, 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 yeah.
We have a little bit of a problem. We just have to stop always putting race in the mix. It can be out.
Do you think then they should take off Black Lives Matter on the road right there if we want to get rid of dividing races or picking one out of things? Should we get rid of the Black Lives Matter?
Why would they get rid of it? What's wrong with it? It's just there. Just because you say Black Lives Matter doesn't mean you're saying other lives don't matter. It's just there.
No? Not yet, no. I do believe all lives matter, but I do believe in the end, until you fully understand there's a problem with the black community, then no lives matter.
Doing interviews, talking to people, but I need you guys to support me at patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett for travel expenses, security costs, and Caitlin Bennett.
That girl over there with the hat, oh yeah, her with the strap, like, no.
Yeah, this white girl with the 100 SPF because she burns so easily. We don't say that.
Let's just stop saying that so it won't be a problem anymore. That's where we have to try to fix it within ourselves too, because we do have a little bit of a problem. We just have to stop always putting race in the mix. It can be out.
Do you think then they should take off Black Lives Matter on the road right there if we want to get rid of dividing races or picking one out of things? Should we get rid of the Black Lives Matter?
No? Not yet, no.
But we're talking about we don't want to, separate based on the races.
I know, but we still have to get to that point. But like I said, until we both come to the understanding that Black lives does matter because of all the stuff that they've been through, and let it be known that it is a problem and never went away, until that is acknowledged, then all lives matter. You see what I'm saying? Then all that can come off once that is finally acknowledged, that you
don't think in America in 2020 that you don't think everyone agrees that Black lives matter, that humans, do you think everyone agrees that white lives matter?
Only reason I paused it is because it made me come up, it made me just think about some stuff. That Black Lives Matter be on the road. Why do I have to wait till 2020 to put it there? Like, what happened in 2020 that was like, you know what? Let me put Black Lives Matter on this road. But whatever, man. I think it should stay. Like, I don't see a problem with it though. But then again, like, why did they put it there in 2020? It seems kind of performative. It seems a little performative, but I like it, but I don't like it, but I do at the same time. I don't know. I'm confused.
Honestly, I believe all white lives matter. I do believe that.
Do you think America as a whole would agree with you that white lives matter just like Black lives matter? Because if you take a poll...
No.
You don't think so?
No. Not all Americans will believe. No. Because I do believe America is still based on white. It's the truth. You guys are the dominant. And sorry, take that back. No, I don't need to say you guys, but the dominant. Like,
are we dominant, or are we the majority of a skin color? Because when you say we're dominant, you're implying that we have dominance over people, which is not true. I don't believe in systemic racism. I don't think there's a police brutality problem against people of color in America. That's statistically not true. It's not happening. And we can dive into that. But if we look at the statistics and we look at the crime rates and we look at who is being brutalized by the police, it's not a racial problem.
I don't agree with you at that at all.
Really?
Do you mind if I take 10 seconds to try to change your mind?
Go ahead.
So,
I
13...
in knowledge.
Yes.
Knowledge is power.
So because you didn't know that about Black Lives Matter and their mission statement and everything about... Yeah, so with everything going on, and I'm sure I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you believe with the Black Lives Matter movement, there's probably a police brutality problem within the black community, right? You think they're a target? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but is that something you would say yes?
Yeah, because just the reality is how many black people are in jail right now, in prison. Look at that number.
Okay. Let's talk about how many unarmed black men were shot in 2019 by the police, shot and killed.
I don't know how many men that...
With everything going on, it's painted on our streets, there's riots happening, there's protests happening. Would you think that number is substantial? Because we're just talking about it nonstop. Black Lives Matter, police brutality. Bro,
it has to be substantial, bro, because for all the stuff that happened, like them like protesting, painting it on the streets and stuff, like it has to be substantial. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I never looked into the numbers. Maybe I should have. But I'm not gonna lie, I never looked into the numbers. But then again, I'm not out here protesting, so there's that. But I do have my own beliefs. Of course, I believe Black Lives Matter, but honestly, y'all, I've never looked into any of the numbers and stuff. But I will say she made me think about something. Why did they decide to paint that on the streets and have the merch in 2020? Like, why now? It's because of that reason, because of that specific reason. It seems a little performative because why are you waiting until this moment to do it? Why didn't you do it 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 30 years ago or 40 years ago? Why now?
You had to put a number on it. Mm-hmm. What would you guess? What range?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I would just say it's a good number because
right.
In the end, it doesn't even matter about the number. The reality is, if you just felt threatened and this person was unarmed and you didn't follow procedure and went ahead and shoot him, I'm sorry. You felt threatened because of his color. That's how I feel.
I think the numbers do matter because when we look at the numbers, we find that 9 unarmed black men were shot and killed by the police. All came back justified except for 2, and the officers were held accountable for that. So if you would like more interactions like these and behind-the-scenes footage of how we got here, that's actually the first people we talked to, you can send our hand.
And we don't know. The cops keep it within themselves. Do you think they don't do things?
Well, let's
9. So 9 people. 9 and only 2. There's no way. There's no way. Why does everything in society just feel like a big lie? Like, why is it so hard to find out the freaking truth? Because, like, somebody like me, y'all, I'm not even going to hold you. I have other concerns. I'm an engineering student in college. I just focus on my work. I do what I have to do in school. I'm just a good citizen. Like, I do what I got to do. And, of course, I'm into that stuff a little bit because it's life. Like, it's a part of your day-to-day life, so you stay in touch with politics. But I swear, the stuff I listen to, I don't listen to any of this. So, of course, it's hard for me to even believe it. And in the back of my mind, and I know this is not right, but in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, forget the numbers. It don't even matter. I heard this, so this might be true. And I know that's wrong, but it feels like it's like I've been a little programmed a little bit. But it's hard for me to believe anything she's saying. I'm not even gonna lie. It's hard for me to believe anything she's saying.
Let's do a hypothetical. Let's pretend it's not just something that they made up. Let's pretend these are the numbers. Does that shock you that it was 9?
9's still too many.
I agree with you, but does it shock you?
No, it doesn't.
Is it surprising?
No, it's not surprising because how I feel, I'm like 9 is a number, but still the reality is how many black people are in prison.
Why do you think more black people are in prison?
Exactly.
Why do you think?
Because I do believe racism is still alive. Like every little thing is like, oh, let's go ahead and put this guy in there instead of that same other race guy can do the same exact thing, but he get a lesser charge than that person. That is a problem.
Well, do you think it's purely by, okay, give me the numbers. Do you know the population, the percentage of population in America that is African Americans, black people?
That are in prison?
No, just the population in general. No. So there's 13% of the population are black people. Okay? Black people commit, that 13% of the population, over 50% of violent crimes in our country.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry. I need to look this up right now. Do black people commit 50% of violent crimes in America? I don't believe it, bro. I'm on the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation website right now. Fish charged 2.2 million. That's not true. Wait, is it true? I don't know if it's true. I don't know if that's true, y'all. I'm trying to find it, but I don't think that's true because I'm on the Federal Bureau of Investigation website, and it says there was 8.4 million crimes in 2016, and the black people committed 27% of them. So I don't know if that's true. I don't know, and that's the problem. I don't know.
Do you think that might account for why there are more black people in prison or the jail or the system?
But why do you think it's 50%? Why? That means you're saying black people are troublemakers.
I'm not saying that. Those aren't my words.
I know,
but if
the
you get that from the numbers, if that's what the numbers say, then that might explain why there are more black people in our prison systems. No, you don't. You think it's racism?
I do believe because, like I said, in the end, knowledge is power, but yes, numbers with 9 people altogether got killed from police. Okay, still it's 9 too many, and still how many people are in prison? Still, that's a lot of people. So you can't just tell me, oh, automatically, black people, you just need to stop doing stupid stuff. Like,
well, I didn't say that.
No, I know you didn't say that. I'm not saying that you said that, but in general, I'm taking it from my opinion, from what I'm hearing, is like, still at the same time, it is a problem.
Well, maybe. I just want to maybe give you the idea that maybe you could walk away from this and think that maybe it's not because of racism. Maybe it's because the black community does commit more crime. That would make their communities more policed. You don't think it's possible that they commit that much crime?
No, I actually don't.
Why not?
I don't. Because the amount of people, if you say there's like, with 13%, how many percent is the white people?
I think it's about, I want to say 60, because there's a whole bunch of other races.
So there's 60. All right, just say 60. Just use that number. We have 13, and 13% predominantly, most of them are bad. Versus the reality is, most of these serial killers, who are they? Who are the people that actually shoot up schools? Who are the people that actually shoot up in Los Angeles? Who are they?
9% of the country are black men. They commit more than 50% of all murders in the country. All murders of any.
Serial killers. If we start with serial killers, because I'm one of those people that I'm really into investigations, true crimes, crime junkie. I'm a crime junkie fan. No, there's a lot of 60%. You said 60%, right? Of them that they do a lot of crazy crimes.
They sure do.
All of a sudden, we're the ones that, because we're such a small number, we're 13 compared to you, we're the most dangerous ones.
I realized, like watching this video, because I don't know if what she's saying is true. But I realized that I don't know if what she's saying is true. I've been following this agenda or been listening to this agenda, and deep down, bro, I don't know any of the statistics. I don't know the statistics on the crimes we commit. I don't know the statistics on the crimes committed against us. I don't know the statistics on how we vote. I don't know the statistics on where we work. I really don't know many of them at all. And the reason that this is a problem is because I have such strong opinions about, of course, my race and how we operate in America and stuff like that. But I don't really understand any of the actual numbers behind any of it. So if I was to debate somebody and they was like, no, that's not true, I'd be like, well, in my life, I've seen it, but they're like, well, the numbers say it's not true. And I'm just going to be looking stupid. Well, not me personally looking stupid, because I'm not really that, like, I'm a little more, I try to be more objective in it than anything, but I never even realized that I don't even know the numbers behind this at all. For real. But yeah, if y'all have any more suggestions, comment down below. If y'all want to see the remainder of this video, comment down below. And then I will see y'all on the next one.